Now, I know I don't normally make videos like this when it pertains to Star, but there are two things in particular I really want to touch on. One of which is Star being confirmed bisexual. And the other is Star having no problem being very flirty despite being in a relationship with Tom.
Wait, you're going to that weird future dimension where you're all buff and rugged? I am in!
All that coming up right now. What's going on, YouTube? Now, like I said in my intro, I know I usually don't make, these afterthought videos with Star, or really any show, really. I mean, outside of maybe like one or two, I usually just do my reaction and leave it at that. Sometimes I might post my afterthoughts, after the reaction, but I usually don't do these aftermath videos. But unless there's something I really want to touch on, and in this case, there are a couple of things I really want to touch on. So that's why we're doing this. Now, first, this really caught me by surprise. I was not expecting this at all, but we see a character in this episode called, what is her name? I want to say I think Marco called her Brenzetta or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but he called her, whatever, it's not important. But we see her character in this episode, and we see immediately Star give her the same treatment and the same look that she gives adult Marco. The exact same look. Blushing, the face, the Google eyes, the comments, everything, right? So one would think, I don't know what else one would think. Well, actually, I kind of do, and I'll get into that in a second. But one would think that this would pretty much confirm Star being bisexual. Star has a little bit of gay in her. You know what I mean? And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, how many of us expected Star to pretty much come out bisexual before this, season or show was over with? I know I didn't. I'm not really too worried about them throwing other relationships at us because of this. But I would think that most people, I would think everybody would be on the same page here, that this pretty much definitely confirms, not pretty much, definitely confirms that Star is bisexual. And personally, I think that she just has a thing for really strong people, really muscular and strong people, and she just doesn't discriminate. She doesn't care if that person is a guy or if it's a girl. She just likes really strong individuals with abs and strong arms, you know what I mean? Muscle. She's into that, and she doesn't care if it's male or if it's female. That's what she likes. But there is something that has been bothering me. Now, granted, I can't say that this is the majority of people. At least I don't think it is. But I saw this more than once, and that made me want to comment on this, because I hope that this isn't going to be a thing that a lot of people try to, paint as a picture, okay? Because I saw at least a few comments where people were trying to claim that Star wasn't blushing over this person, this woman, because she thought that she was attractive or she was into her sexually or anything. No, that's not why. I read one comment with somebody saying, I wish people would stop saying that Star is bisexual. That's not why she's looking at her that way. She's looking at her that way because she just thinks that she's cool. That's all. Really? Are you... Child, listen, I was about to curse, but I stopped myself because I want to keep this video clean. Listen to me. If you're gonna try to make that argument, then you have to make that same argument when Star looks at Marco, literally in the exact same way. There is no difference whatsoever between the way that she looked at, again, I don't know her name, Brizenda or whatever. There is no difference whatsoever between the way that she looked at her and the way that she looks at Marco. There is no difference. And we know that she isn't looking at Marco that way just because she thinks he's cool. We know that, okay? So why would you try to make that argument when she looks at this woman in the same way that she looks at Marco? It's a weak argument, it's a stupid argument, and it's not gonna be one that I'm even gonna remotely entertain. I don't know why some people, not all, and I would like to say not even most, I would like to say that, but I don't know. But I don't know why some people are just so like defensive, like they're so ready to come up with any argument that they can to make a character stay straight and not gay or not bi if they can. Like, they're just so defensive over that. It's always irritated me. Like, they don't try to make these same arguments when it comes to straight characters. Like, if these same things would happen to a straight character, they wouldn't try to come up with all these, no, that's not why they did that. She should, no. She just thinks that he's cool. They wouldn't try to make these same arguments if it wasn't a bisexual or gay character. With some of these, I'm not saying everybody, I'm just saying some people. And that's what's really just bothersome and annoying. It irritates me personally. But I think it's cool. I like that this happened. Like I said, they don't need to just because she comes out as bi, that doesn't mean that they have to put her with a girl character now. You know, and plus this is the last season. Ain't nobody got time for all that, okay? If you wanted to do that, you should have did it a long time ago. Okay, we already have Marco and Tom in the picture. Speaking of which, this is something that I feel like I personally haven't been giving enough attention to. And that's how flirty, like, without trying to be discreet about it really whatsoever, how flirty that Star is, even while being in a relationship with Tom.
It's more treacherous than other dimensions.
Right. Yes, I see your point, but consider abs.
Now, granted, I have somewhat of an excuse for not bringing this up in my reaction, and that's, if you guys saw my reaction, then you kind of know what it is. But that's because I honestly forgot that Tom and Star were officially dating still. I don't know why I thought that they had broken up before. I guess it just slipped my mind. I don't know how. Well, actually, I take that back. I kind of do know how. When you don't see a show for almost a year, you tend to forget some details. You know, you tend to forget some things sometimes. So, for some reason, I thought that they had broken up already. Maybe it's because I remembered the kiss, and I just somehow thought that, hey, they did break up after that, right? I can't remember. I guess I just thought that they did, and they didn't. But, Star flirts an awful lot with really no F's given. I mean, I'm not one of those people that says flirting is cheating, because it's not, but that doesn't mean that you should be doing it. And I'm one to think that people who flirt all the time when being in a relationship are probably bound to cheat eventually. It's one thing to be with someone, right, and then find other people attractive. I mean, that's a given. That's something you can't help. We're all human, okay? We're all gonna find other people attractive no matter who you're dating, and if you say anything differently, you're a liar, okay? But it's one thing to be attracted to other people or friends or whatever while being in a relationship, and it's another thing to be attracted to them and act on it or make it obvious, more obvious than you need to. You can be attracted to somebody without making it so obvious, without even letting them know in the first place, especially when you're in a relationship. That's what you should do. I mean, Star is over here just gushing all out in the open, and not just gushing, but she's saying these flirtatious things. And I can guarantee you Tom is not even a thought in her mind when she's looking at Marco. I can tell you that. Tom who? Who is this Tom you speak of? Do you see these abs over here? Girl, bye. Okay, that's all Star is thinking when she's looking at a definitely adult Marco. And, you know, I do think that her behavior deserves to be called out on a little bit. I do. Because I know if I shipped Tom Star, see, I got it right that time, I would probably notice it a little bit more because it would irritate me a lot. But I don't think it's right. I think Star needs to calm down a little bit. I don't think it's cool to openly flirt all the time with someone or with anyone when you're in a relationship. Now that's just me. Maybe, you know, other people have different opinions, but I'm pretty sure most people do not want their significant other flirting around when they're dating. Especially since Star, we already know Star has a thing for Marco anyways. I mean, they kiss. Tom knows about it. So there's even more to it than that. There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of known attraction there. So the last thing that you should be doing is flirting with him when you have a boyfriend. And I'm saying that as someone that doesn't want you together. So this is me being objective. Now subjectively, what I want to happen, you can keep flirting all you want to, then hopefully Tom break up with your ass, and then you know, you and Marco can do it. But again, we're talking objectively now, okay? So that's just my 2 cents on that. I do think Star's attitude has been a little bit iffy as far as that's concerned. Some people have an issue with the way that she's been treating Marco lately, but I'm not gonna get into that. This video is already longer than I wanted it to be. But yeah, people, let me know what you guys think about all of this and what you agree with or disagree with. And yeah, I'm about to get out of here because again, this video is already longer than I wanted it to be. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about today's episodes as well. If you haven't seen my reaction, go check it out. But I think that I'm done talking. Until next time.